Jesus Christ, they're starting already. Round 9. What's up, guys? You didn't think we were done for the night, did you? You know what ghosts do. They come around at nighttime. Fedor Gorst, Oscar Dominguez. Round 9. Banks. All right, Oscar here up to the table. Fedor shoots the 1. Does not pocket the 1. Oscar here has a chance to play the 4 up to the top right. Thanks for staying up late with us and watching. If you didn't know, Fedor just won the 10 ball. Bigfoot. Now he's right off here getting ready to play. Oh, we got to change the name. That's how quick they put him up. Oscar Dominguez. Oscar, one of the best people in pool. All right, Oscar has 2 balls. 0 for Fedor. Ike's pulling the double duty tonight. I like it. Helping out the BSN channel. Coming over here. All right, Oscar Dominguez is going to play this up to the top right. A little long on the shot. 3 ball pockets. It's going to spot. Fedor will probably have a shot on the 9. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have a shot on the 9 ball. Carl, Fedor has a match at a 1 pocket match, I believe at 10 a.m. So we'll be live early morning. All right, Fedor decides to pocket the 1 instead, which will spot behind the 4 ball. Tries to freeze the cue. Onto the rail there. Oscar's pointing immediately to the top right, so it means that he probably has more than enough of it. Bank pool, yes, this is day 4. Day 5 will be, well, technically we're in day 5. It's past midnight. Here on the East Coast time zone. There's no link to watch recap. It literally finished 5 minutes ago. Whoever got that out quick enough, that's an amazing video person. You're right, the grind for the Derby's on. All right, if I just want to play that down to the bottom corner. Back up to the top right. Shout out to X-Pool, too, for doing a great job on that 10-ball production. All right, Oscar has a crossover shot on the 4. Also has the 6 to the top right if he wants it. Oscar, well-rounded all-around player. 9 ball, 10 ball, banks, 1 pocket. He's every bit of a monster player. Yeah, no problem, Evan. I would say probably X-Pool will probably have something out maybe tomorrow morning, but probably like nothing like right now. But if you want to go watch the replay, you can go to xpool.live. A little link in the chat here for you. Xpool.live, you can buy the replay. Also buy the package for the main stream table, or main production table, TV table, if you will. All right, Oscar coming down table. We got a whole lot of We got a whole lot of editing to do tomorrow, Yvonne. I think him and I, probably between the two of us, took about 3 hours of video and about 200 and 300 pictures. Also, shout out to John Moore for getting himself to the finals there in the Bigfoot. John made a really good comeback. Almost forced the Hill battle. All right, Oscar. This might be too thin for him to play straight back. Let's see. If you watch that epic matchup earlier, Fedor versus Filler. Welcome back. If you didn't watch it, when this is over, make sure you go watch it. Evan, it's not free. The event is actually not a WNT event. It is just a derby event. And I'm not saying this to be condescending, it's WNT, the World 9-Ball Tour, so I don't believe that they'll ever go to 10-ball. So they want only 9-ball. There's been people that have asked before, and Matchroom has said, only 9-ball, World 9-Ball Tour. That's all we're going to really do. Excuse me. All right, cue ball coming around the table. All right, Fedor's going to cross this over and try to get himself on the board here. Let's see, too. I believe both players, I could be wrong, I believe both players have their buyback. Fedor still has his. Oscar does not have his. So this is an elimination match for Oscar. Yeah, Lefty, it didn't go Hill. It was 10-8, but John almost forced a Hill with, he had a little bit of a bad shot on the 6-ball. He got tough on it. Tried to play it 3 rails. He came up like 5 inches short. It was so close. Oscar slow rolling to 6. It's rolling out a little bit. It does roll out. Kind of a two-way shot. Either make the ball, then play safe, or as of right now, with these 3 matches that are playing, that are still in round 9, Filler and Mora are playing. They've been playing for 20 minutes, it says, and Filler's up 2-0. Mora still has a rebuy. Filler does not. He got sent to the rebuy round with a loss to Fedor. And then Vidalay is playing Hayden Ernst. Hayden is on his rebuy. Vidalay has not lost yet. Justin Hall still unbeaten going into the round number 10. So this Banks tournament's turned into a really good end here. All right, Fedor cross over the 1 to the right side pocket. All right, it's 1 for Fedor. It's a fortunate kick off the point. Comes out to the center of the table, settling in front of a ball. Fedor might be able to play that straight back. Right, missed by Fedor. Ball takes a little bit of a funky roll off the top rail there. Oscar's going to go and take a look. He might have a couple balls here to shoot at. And Oscar going the other way, going for the 5. And Fedor's just going to play the 9 into the 5, push up table. All right, scheduled for 10 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, wow, that's a good match. Shane Winters and Billy Thorpe. Fedor Gorst and Joe Hull. Fedor crosses over the 5. It doesn't go. And Oscar playing the 9 up to the top left. Ball's twisting out a little bit.
Now we can close.
Just wanted to hear some background sound there for a little bit. Looked like they were having a conversation. Ford Railer on the 5. No good. Puts it back in the stack of balls. Oscar avoiding that 4 a little bit. It's going to be 3 for Oscar. Oscar's got a good line on the 6. Oh, just a little bit short on it. A lot of questions here in the chat. Yes, Fedor did win the Bigfoot. And then immediately after pictures, some press shots, had to come over here and take his match with Oscar. All right, Oscar puts it down towards the bottom. I don't think the 5 will go around. We'll know here in a minute. Better spots a ball after shooting it into the corner. Oscar's going to cross this 9 over to the top right. No, he's not. He's going to go to the back left. A little surprising. Ike says, what is the most days you... well, I've streamed the Derby the past 2 years from my studio at home. So, what's the Derby? 10, 12 days? Yeah, well, the score. I'm keeping score here on the custom scoreboard. All right, 9 to the bottom left. Yeah, big opportunity here with this 9 ball. All right, that's 2 for Fedor. Two rail on the 7. He's looking at it. He's going to make sure he has the line coming off the 2nd rail. All right, no good for Fedor. That'll give him 2, Oscar 3. Matt Water, I'm not understanding what you're saying. Why it's hard that this scoreboard has the score here. 2 balls on the left for Fedor, 3 balls on the right for Oscar, and then the overall rack score is in the middle. You might be seeing the table score at the top there. That's the monitor that's on the table for the spectators. I can move the camera up for everybody so we can take that monitor out of the screen. Make it a little easier. All right, Fedor just plays the edge of the ball. What's up, Ricard? Might have a little bit of a chess battle here from both players trying to move the balls. Nice shot by Fedor. Moves to 6. Might force Oscar to go up table with these 2 balls now. A couple guys in chat saying Mora just lost to Filler. I hope that's just because Filler played like very well and just beat John. I hope it wasn't John being on like a tilt or anything like that. I like John, he's a good dude. All right, 4 railer for Fedor. Back up to the top right. It's got legs. All right, that'll tie the score up 3-3. That's good to hear that John played well. It would have kind of sucked a little bit if he went into that match like, like on tilt after losing, just trying to maybe get it done or feel it was fresher. All right, that's a good thing. Well, Moore still has his rebuy. So good thing is he is still in the tournament. Oscar 2 rail in the 5. No good. All right, both players need 2. Does Oscar have? I don't think Oscar has a nickname. Call him Flip the Coin because he ain't afraid to do it. I can tell you that. And Jeff said, I don't know who to root for here. Yeah, just root for a good match. Hill, if you can't choose anybody. Four railer again from Fedor. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Whoever played that one. If that cue ball wasn't frozen on the rail, look at Oscar. Yeah, if that cue ball wasn't frozen on the rail, he would have potentially a shot. Oscar alerting Fedor. 6 ball is not frozen. He taps it off the point. Fedor has his buyback. Oscar does not. So this is an elimination match for Oscar. Two rails from Fedor in his side pocket. It's the point. Good try. All right, one rail over, 5 into the left side. Careful the corner. All right, I'll leave a straight back for Fedor, top left. Fedor soft on the 5, just putting him towards the pocket. You might see the players make all 3 balls in 3 shots here. Oscar plays the soft shot on the 5 ball instead, does not pocket it. 882 watching right now from across the world. Fedor plays the edge of the 5, puts the cue ball over top of the 5. It's going to be tough for Oscar to go anywhere but the edge of the 5 here and just leave the cue on the rail. It's an advantage to make balls on a break, especially if you're Fedor. He's made 5. He's had 5 break-in runs. 4 of them have been from the break. I'm sorry, 4 of them have been from when he got to the hill, and he's made 2 or 3 balls on the break most of the times that he's broken ran the racks. That ball came off the bottom rail well, kind of just opened up a little bit. Or shortened up, I mean. All right, Oscar. I don't know if he can. I don't know if he'll take the 4 railer here. Let's see what he does. And Federer's calling the top right. Could be a fun one. Top rail, left rail, bottom rail. Shorten up off that second rail. All right, Oscar. It's tough to hit that ball and get enough speed to play it in the side pocket. All right, Federer calls his pocket. Federer's got 4 now. Carl, you should definitely check out Hayden Ernst, known as Mavman. He's 14, 15 years old. Probably the next generation of junior here in the U.S. Really good kid. All right, Federer plays cue ball backup table. I dare say it, but the left side of the table here with the crossover shot for both players looks like it's rolling out. Does anybody agree with me on that? What do you think? Could it just be maybe they're not hitting the spot, but I think both players have played 3 or 4 crossovers to that pocket and haven't made it yet. All right, Federer misses the 6. Yeah, I agree with you, June. Oscar shot it like 3 times. Yes, YouTube, Russ. Federer has yet to lose a match here at the Derby in 2026. All right, we got over 1,000 here on the stream. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already. Help us out. Get the metrics going pretty high. Oh, Oscar pockets it and scratches. That is unfortunate. That's going to bring him down to 2. Federer just rolling the 6 to the rail. Force Oscar to shoot over top of the object ball. We should make Did Federer Win Bigfoot a drinking game. I get like 30 text messages from my friends a few minutes ago. Yo, did Federer win? Did Federer win? So we can get Oscar's tool back. Oscar rattles the 5 in that top corner. All right, Federer needs 1 to get out of this rack. No problem, Ruben. This is not my team. This is Federer's team, but I appreciate the love. All right, we got 1-0 here on the score. Fedor Gorst over Oscar Dominguez. All right, rack number 2. Federer breaking in the lead, 1-0. Drink. All right, Oscar Dominguez going to shoot the 3 back to the top left. One for Oscar. 7 cross side. Oh, Oscar's like a hair off on his precision right now.
One beer in 6 weeks. That's 6 beers in 1 week. Maybe you're just writing it wrong. Ooh, lost Bigfoot. Okay, could be some people's one beer. All right, cue ball back up table. I'm going to land towards the top rail. Fedor maybe a crossover on this ball towards the bottom left, but he's going to go 3 rails. He's calling into the left side pocket. Watch this shot, folks. A lot of inside English. Just skimming the first rail, second rail. Look at that. That's a beautiful shot. Doesn't go in, but beautiful looking shot if it does. Real Bigfoot. Oscar finally got the one in that pocket he was shooting for. That's 2 now for Oscar Dominguez. Bab. Ooh, almost got it. And hard to tell here. There we go. 6 ball from Fedor. Top rail down to the bottom left. I'm gonna put just a little bit of hair to the left here on the cue ball. All right, that gives Fedor 1. 2 for Dominguez. Jimmy Bluffett, what's up, buddy? Yes, he is. He's just going to play this under the 9 towards the pocket. Leave it there. That blocks the 7 from being banked. Oscar can play the 9 to the right side pocket. Just a little bit of an overshot there. Guys, if you haven't watched the bank pool match earlier today between Fedor and Filler, you are doing yourself a disservice. There was a shot that Federer, I'm going to just try to describe it to you basically. It was 3 balls in a row. 8 ball, I think it was like a 5 or a 3 in the cue ball on the left side. So you figure 8 ball closest to the pocket, 1 diamond. The other ball behind it, incredibly close, and then the cue ball. Federer somehow managed to bank it to the top right pocket. It was the best bank shot I've ever seen in my entire life. And Oscar may be playing the 7 to the bottom right. I'll play the crossover shot instead on the 2 ball. Yeah, a couple people told me to go watch that one, June. I'm going to watch that in bed later on. Good try from Federer. Yeah, Evan Lund is a monster. Remember that shot he made on Scott Frost? Plain. I don't know if, because of the table playing long here to the left, I don't know if Oscar could play this 7 up to the top pocket. I'm just going to 2-rail it back down to the bottom right. And 5 ball is just going to let it straighten out. 2 for Federer ties the rack score up. 2-2 on the ball count. Just play the 9 into the left side. Leave a little bit of a cluster there for Oscar. Crazy shots in a big foot. There was a couple of good ones. Nothing really. Nothing real like stand out. She just runs. You know, good breaking, good running balls. Looks like there's possibly a ball stuck in the table. All right, calling the ball back up to his pocket where he's standing. And it falls in. That's 3 now for Federer. Yeah, that was yesterday though, Adam. He was asking me in the finals of the Bigfoot. Better slow rolls that. Hits the rail, stays up. A little bit more ounce of pressure goes in. That was a good shot too, George. Actually, I misread that. You're right. On the way to Federer's win. I'm sorry. I interpreted that as the match against Moore, not actually the whole tournament. Yeah, that jump shot was disgusting. Federer plays at 10 a.m. I'm going to say today because it's now past midnight. In his one pocket match. Four rails for Federer on the 9. No good. Yeah, Federer plays Joe Hull at 10 a.m. 6:21. Joel's speed. Federer tries to bring the 4 back over. Does not go. Gives Oscar a shot on the 7. I too am named Ivan. Right up to the top rail and back down. All right, 3 for Oscar. Oscar was hoping to get position on either the 7 or the 9 to be able to play the shot. I don't see. There might be a 2-railer for Oscar to the top left with the 7 ball. I think there's maybe a double hit possibility or double kiss on the way out off the 2nd rail. Oscar's going to study this one for a minute. He's got to find his excuse me, find his right angle. All right, back to the side pocket. Oh, come on. He tried it. Give it to him. Oscar not liking that 7 ball. It's a little Chuckle and smile at a Fedor. So excuse me, both Fedor and Oscar playing in the Mosconi Cups, but they were actually never on a team together. All right, Fedor makes that ball, brings the cue back up table. With almost near perfect speed, it's going to park close to the top rail. Oscar opens them up. They come right back together. Shout out to my buddy Yannick Pongers. It's his birthday today, turning 21. Also, shout out to the Hatchet Man, Dennis Hatch. His birthday today, too. All right, good opportunity here for Oscar. Needs 2 more. All right, that ball sits on the top rail. I gotta pop this chat out here. Just here. All right, up top, 7 ball. Yeah, I can zoom in if you want. It's not actually zoom. All I'm doing is just stretching the table, but give me a second here. I'm not going to zoom it too much because I'm worried about it, the picture getting pixelated. It's not really a zoom. All we're doing is stretching an image. Oh, good try by Fedor. I'll do that after this rack, though. I don't want to do it right in the middle of the rack. Actually, you know what? I can probably do it really, really fast. Right, there you go. That's about the best I'm going to be able to get you. No, Max Power, this is happening right now, buddy. We're all tired, but we're here. We're playing. Team Ghost in the building. 3 rails in the side. Stream Manager, I like that name. A little short on that one. All right, both guys still tied at 3. Round 10 for the Banks. I think it's going to be 10 a.m. They don't have anything here listed, but I think this match has to finish. And the reason why I think it's 10 a.m. is because they have one pocket scheduled at 10 a.m., but they don't have anything scheduled on my table. My table's table 35 for BSN. And then they have a match scheduled at 12 for the one pocket. So I think they're going to have some bank matches at 10 a.m. And I think one of them will go to the BSN table. All right, Oscar shoots that in. What do we got for our stream metrics right now? 995 watching, 128 likes. If you wouldn't mind, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I got a camera sponsor. Avcan Cameras sponsors the Billiard Sports Network. They're amazing. Yeah, this is the last Banks. Excuse me. This is the last Banks match that's playing tonight. It's turning, not turning enough. That pocket is torturing Oscar. All right, we're going to spot a ball here. Oscar at the table. No, unfortunately, Hayden lost, I believe. All right, 3 rails around the horn here for Fedor in the side pocket. Just quickly how I got started filming Fedor. Well, I started a channel called PA Pro Am Pool. And, you know, I just started streaming a bunch of matches. I got involved a little bit with digital pool. And, Fedor tried for the side. Fedor was using Collins for a while. Collins wasn't able to stream a match, and he suggested to Fedor that Fedor use me as commentary. And Fedor and I hit it off pretty well, and Fedor uses me a a lot. Also uses Collins sometimes too. So nice shot there by Oscar. I'll give him 4. And then I went from being the billiard. I'm sorry, I went from being PA Pro Am Pool to the Billiard Sports Network, and the rest is history. 2 railer by Oscar. No good. Yeah, it's definitely fun commentating for Fedor. Seven's in the way, so he can't do the 5 railer. Could possibly do a 2 railer on the right side. Oscar looking to play this to the top left. He's actually going to play it long and let it kind of almost hook into the pocket. Yeah, I don't think he's going for it. He's missed too many to that pocket. I think he's going to reverse it. Yeah, he does not have that pocket figured out. It's not working for him. All right, is he going to cross it over? He does. It's rolling slow. Got enough speed. It does. We're tied up 4-4 here on the score. We're all set. All right, John Lurk. All right, Carl. Have a good night, pal. We'll see you in the morning. 2 hours from now. We got a little chess battle here on the 7. Oh, that ball didn't. I don't think it hit a rail. It did not. Oscar's going to spot one. No, Oscar's not waving down the pocket. It's Talito. You got that right, George. 2 class acts here. All right, and Federer's going to be up 2-0 here in a race to 3. Oscar, I'd give Oscar the combination to my safe. Wouldn't even be nervous about it. All right, the Ghost Black Tip is out on fedorgorst.com. Check it out. You're looking for number 6 here, Ike. And Oscar playing the 4-ball down to the bottom rail, back up to the top left corner. And Sonoran, yes. If you do scratch on the first attempt, it's a -1. Three ball for Oscar? Maybe up to the top. Right? All right, 1 for Oscar. That was a nice clean shot, too. Yeah, I mean, you got that right, Jimmy Bluff. Scott Frost calls it the Federer effect. And, you know, I think every top player, Federer, Filler, Shane, Ko, you know, it's just you have that chance that you could lose the lag and never get to the table. All right, 2-0 Oscar. The tip plays well, actually, Jerry Summers. I shot with it a few times. It's got a nice firmness for me. I like a little bit of a firmer tip, but it has a nice firmness. I like it. Can't disagree with that one. Fanta is delicious. All right, 1 for Federer. All right, I'm gonna bank the 7 back to the bottom left. Trying to get himself 2. Rattles up in the pocket. Oscar immediately up to the table. Got the 9 to the top right. Oscar just put that extension on his toe. Looks like a boat oar. Thing's huge. Clean, drilled it to the top right pocket. That's 3 for Oscar. All right, he's got the 5. 2 rails on the 5 to the right side. It's going to be a little short coming off that second rail. All right, Fedor's going to pocket the 7. Got Lonnie Fox Raymond walked in the room here. She's chilling, trying to warm herself up. A little chilly down there in the X-Pool arena, huh, Lonnie? She's kind of anemia. We're going to spot that ball. Oscar just going to roll it to the top. Might even pocket it. Oscar waiting for the ball to come down. All right, Fedor's chance. He's going to play the side pocket. He's going to kill this angle, so he should gun this across. Checking his angle. All right, 2 for Ghost. Needs 3 more. Lonnie was doing technical work this week. She was showing all these boys how to work the replays. She can have the BSN stream if she wants it tomorrow. All right, Fedor going to go cross to the top. No good. All right, Oscar cross over the 4 ball to the left side. 5 ball. Sorry, 5 ball. Wants that to slow down. That gives Oscar 4. He needs 1 more. You can 1 rail this to the top right. A little bit of inside English. Looks like he's going to go just right across the table. Outside on the cue ball. Yeah, I think that one you got to put a lot of speed on. Oscar's not having any love from this table. Fedor playing this to the top left and fire quickly. It gives him 3. He needs these last 2 balls. Lining you off tomorrow? No? Will they have the 9-foot in there tomorrow?
They already added it.
Really? Wow. Don't mess around here in the Expo Arena. All right, Fedor looking a shot over. All right, Fedor on the 1. Clean up to the top right. We got tie score here, 4-4. This is what, round 10 of the banks, correct? Or round 9? This is round 9, okay. For round 9, yeah. It's the last match of the night. Yeah, Filler finished his match already. He beat Johnny, yeah. It's rolling slow. God, wait, Fedor, I'm trying to see, buddy. Fedor wins the match, and that is his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. That is his 15th win in a row here in the 2026 Derby. Unfortunately, that will eliminate Oscar Dominguez, and that'll move Fedor on to the next round. Guys, it's one of 2 things that are happening right now. It's either night time or Jack Daniels time. We'll determine that in about 3 minutes. But I'll be back here at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for Fedor's 1-pocket match against... Just saw it. Who was he playing? I'll tell you here in 1 second. Fedor Gorst is playing Joe Hull. They now moved it to 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock tomorrow morning. 12 o'clock. I can't even say tomorrow morning. In a few hours, Fedor's playing Joe Hull. 12 o'clock on table 9. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you come back. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share. When Fedor's not live, if you want to come over to Billiard Sports Network, come on over. We'd be happy to see you. Michelle, actually, I have Vitaly's match tomorrow. He's playing Frankie Ruiz. All right, guys. See you all in a little bit. Thanks.